Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that might spark a few knowing nods and maybe even a chuckle or two. We're going to talk about some of the most commonly cited annoying behaviors men can exhibit in relationships. Now, before we get started, it's super important to remember that every relationship is unique, and what one person finds bothersome, another might not even notice. This isn't about pointing fingers or creating a list of grievances, but rather about fostering understanding and open communication. We're all human, and we all have our quirks, right? So, let's gently explore some of these behaviors that can sometimes test our patience. One that often comes up is the tendency to This is when someone, often a man in this context, explains something to a woman in a condescending or patronizing way, assuming she knows less about the topic than he does, even if she's an expert. It can feel dismissive and, frankly, a little insulting. It's like, thanks, but I've got this, you know? Another behavior that can be a real head-scratcher is the selective hearing phenomenon. When you're trying to have a serious conversation about something important, and suddenly, the ability to hear anything beyond a certain volume or topic just vanishes. It's as if the important bits get filtered out, leaving you feeling unheard and frustrated. It's not about not hearing you, it's about not listening to you. Then there's the classic leaving things everywhere habit. Socks on the floor, dishes in the sink, tools scattered around. It can feel like a constant battle against entropy. While it might seem like a small thing for some, it can contribute to a feeling of being the sole keeper of order in the household, which can be exhausting. It's less about the mess itself and more about the perceived imbalance of effort. We also hear about the unsolicited advice giver. This is when, without being asked, a man jumps in with solutions or suggestions. Often when you're just looking for a listening ear or some emotional support, it can feel like your feelings are being brushed aside in favor of a quick fix, when sometimes all you need is empathy. And let's not forget the forgetfulness that seems to strike at the most inconvenient times. Forgetting anniversaries, birthdays, or even important plans can feel like a lack of care or consideration, even if it's genuinely an oversight. It's the impact of the forgotten event that matters, not necessarily the intention behind it. Another point that surfaces is the difficulty some men have in expressing their emotions. Instead of talking about what's bothering them, they might withdraw, become irritable, or bottle things up. This can create a communication barrier, making it hard to connect on a deeper level and resolve issues collaboratively. And finally, there's the comparison game. This is when men might compare their partner's achievements, appearance, or even their relationship to others. Sometimes subtly, sometimes not. It can chip away at self-esteem and create an environment of insecurity. Again, these are just common observations, and they don't define all men or even all relationships. The key takeaway here is that communication is everything. If something is bothering you, it's worth exploring it with your partner in a calm and constructive way. Understanding each other's perspectives, acknowledging our differences, and working together to find solutions is what makes a relationship strong and resilient. Thank you so much for joining me for this discussion. I hope it's been a helpful and thought-provoking conversation. If you found this valuable, please consider following or subscribing for more insights. Until next time, take care.